Good morning, everybody. You know, those birds behind me seem a lot more excited to be here than this group. So let me try again. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, everybody, let's get this party started. You know why we're here. Thank you for being here with us today on this grand opening of the Pier J bike path. This project launches a new scenic bikeway that's available for everyone to enjoy. The project complements really nicely all of the other bike and livability improvements that we've done in this city in the last few years, especially in the last few years. The bikeway that we're celebrating today runs directly along the waterfront, but it's the first bike and pedestrian path within the Port of Long Beach. So to President Colonna, Commissioner Weisman, Director Mario Cardero, Saul Sen, who's here with the 2nd Council District, thank you all for your efforts and for making this project a reality. It is truly a gem. Thank you. When it comes to projects like these, they don't happen with the work of just one city department. It requires a collaboration across multiple departments and outside agencies as well. So I'd like to acknowledge the staff and the teams from the different departments, Public Works and Harbor, and also the funding partners that is critical to make this happen. So thank you all for your assistance as well. This project is of regional importance, and we're really proud of the fact that it connects with the LA River Trail. The location, can't say enough about the location. It's an alluring location. It's one of the few places you can actually see the open ripple tides in Long Beach. And what about the skyline of our beautiful city? The project will also establish a critical connection between not just our downtown bikeway, but our citywide bike network that's growing every single day. So here within the waterfront itself, connections to the Queen Mary, the Carnival Cruise Line, our hotels, and many, many restaurants. So thank you all again for being here. I'd like to now introduce Raul Sen from our 2nd Council District, who's going to say a few words on behalf of Councilwoman Allen. Raul?
Hello, hello. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm here on behalf of Councilwoman Allen, who sadly couldn't be here today. Many of you know she lives in downtown, but a little known fact is that she's quite the avid bike rider. So we were absolutely thrilled to learn about this project. Councilwoman Allen greatly appreciates the partnership of our harbor commissioners and harbor staff and our public works team on this project that is part city and part harbor. This is an excellent attraction at the southeastern end of our city's bike trails and a good way for our residents to be able to see our port operations up close. Another thank you to LA Metro and our California Transportation Commission and Caltrans for funding this project. This project brings together lighting and safety, better lighting and safety and comfort. And we now have wonderful views from 2 observation decks, public restrooms, wayfinding maps and signs, and a good information displayed about the biodiversity of our harbor area. In short, we have a wonderful outdoor recreational area that will be an asset to residents and visitors for years to come. Thank you again, and I'll turn it over to our esteemed Harbor Commissioner President, Frank Colonna. Thank you.
Thank you, Raul. You said esteemed? Good morning, Long Beach, and good morning, everyone, for being here today, and welcome to this outstanding event. Thank you, Eric, and of course, Councilwoman Allen for being such a great supporter of this new bike path. The sun is shining on our Long Beach this morning. It's a beautiful day and a great day to be outdoors and together. What a change from what's been going on over the last numerous months. This is the first time we've had an in-person event like this in more than a year. The port has been working hard to reach out to everyone in a virtual format, but it's difficult to top our opportunity to be actually together. As president of the Long Beach Board of Harbor Commissioners, I'm normally talking about big ships and international trade, and my colleague Sharon Weisman is here with me, and she'll be giving a few words in just a moment. However, I'm especially pleased when we could create something like this for our community. So now the Southwest Waterfront Pier J bike and pedestrian path becomes an excellent new way for the community to safely access the port by bicycle or on foot. I commend the port and the city teams for collaborating to make this event this project a real reality. This is one more example of the great work that happens with outstanding partnerships. This also now becomes a real boon for our city, because especially for those of us who embrace greener forms of transportation and amazing vistas afforded by our part of California's beautiful coastline. Thanks to everyone who has had a hand in this project, our great city colleagues in Public Works, our port team, and both LA Metro and Caltrans who helped with the funding. So thank you so much, and enjoy the balance of your day and the rest of this event. And I introduce my colleague, Sharon Weisman. Sharon?
Thank you so much, President Colonna. Welcome to all of you here. This is a very exciting day, and I'm glad you could all be here. I have long been an advocate of I'm not going to say alternate forms of transportation, because we shouldn't think of car as the primary and everything else alternate. But I welcome you all here who came on 2 wheels or on 2 feet. And so thank you all for being here. I'm so excited for this event. I want to thank the people who were involved, obviously the Port, Public Works in Long Beach, Metro, Caltrans, the harbor commissioners who came before me who made this possible. But this is such an exciting opportunity, not only to have an additional bike path in Long Beach, but to have more people seeing the port and what is surely the economic engine of our region. So welcome everybody, and I look forward very soon to seeing you all on that bike trail. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. And now we have our Executive Director, Mario Cardero. Mario.
Okay, good morning, everybody. What you have here is a grand project. You know, back years ago when we passed the Green Port policy, those of you may remember that at the time the port said that this port complex was not going to be a benefit for the few, but a benefit for the many. And what that meant was the Green Port policy had a plan of action to be community engaged. And here's an example of where we've gone, whether it's funding the nonprofits and funding the arts. And in this case, again, a community trail here, a bike trail, where citizens of Long Beach and people who live outside of Long Beach can enjoy, right in the port complex. So let me just, first of all, say that this bike path commences at the Queen Mary Bridge, goes to the Hotel Maya, and comes into the complex. Yeah. As it was said before, it's the first bike path within the port complex. Now, behind you see these restrooms, and those restrooms are in the form of a container. So I think that's the other aspect in terms of how at the Port of Long Beach we think out of the box. And I'm glad containerization is not just about commerce and goods, but also about having restrooms. And again, in this particular pier, many of us who lived in Long Beach for so many years, this used to be a fishing place where people came fishing on the weekends, and we still do it here. So again, another example of how, again, we want to make sure that we're community engaged. I want to thank our funding partners, Caltrans, the state of California, and Metro. This would not have happened without their support. And last, I have 2 more points. I also want to thank Mark Bixby. Those of you who remember Mark, I could tell you none of this would have come into fruition but for his passion and advocacy that he felt biking back in that day. It was so important, not just to the community's health, but the recreational activities. And I am so proud of the fact that the Port of Long Beach listened to Mark Bixby, and now you have not only the bike path over the bridge to everywhere, but now into the port complex. I also want to thank the staff, the port staff, Ron Richardson in design, Raymond Chua, construction management, Gary Newman in our surveys department, Trang Nguyen in our programs management, Jonathan Raspa, Allison Yo, who put a lot of time into this in our transportation division, who's now with Metro, and Fred Greco, our director of maintenance, and of course our harbor patrol, who day in, day out during these challenging year, they have been here not only securing the port, but making sure that citizens, again, are safe. And I also want to thank last our managing of engineering, Sean Gamet, who's not here, but for all that vision in terms of what now has come into being the great bike path into the Port of Long Beach. So thank you so much for your time and being here this morning. Again, we're not finished with regard to what we need to do here at the Port of Long Beach, not only in terms of growing the business, but making sure we further our community engagement and benefit the community. And like I said, it's not about a benefit for the few, it's about a benefit for the many. So thank you so much this morning.
Thank you, everybody. And so I know you're all anxious to get out there and ride your bikes. So just wanted to say some final words. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a really quick photo shoot. If we can have some of the cameras start moving up, that'll be great. Everyone here is invited to join us for the bike ride after this quick photo. So get your bikes, get your helmets, and get ready. Thank you all for joining us today.